Hello, 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 hello. Hello, audience of. Welcome back. It has been, and I have been here in the void, mind space. Whatever other name I decide to give it at this moment. Why do we got this desk here? Oop. How the heck did I do that? So I am here after my wonderful stint in political whatevers. Not really. That was just kind of a gag. But yeah, I'm just here on Guitar Mountain overlooking this nice, beautiful little city over here. So you may be wondering, what have I been doing for? Alright, making music. So for those who have seen my playlists and uploads as of late, I've uploaded more music than I have videos on this channel. For now. And here soon, I will unleash upon you more. But while I was pondering about my musical exploits, it got me thinking, what do I do with this extended amount of time away? And how do I distract y'all from the blunder of me getting lost in this wonderful little wasteland of stuff? By giving you a video about my process, of course, and how y'all too can make my exquisite brand of noise, or which I've called it potato music. Get it? Cause it sounds like To start things off, I did some hocus pocus crud to look more like a skeleton in this live action setting. And to start things, I'm gonna be honest. I only know 3 or 4 chords and the other variations of this on other frets. I also know how to slide my fingers on the strings, make beeps and boops, and atonally pick around on the strings. So in other words, I'm experimental. That was a joke, by the way. I absolutely love experimental country drone and ambient rock rap from Canada. Also, this is a joke. Don't take this too seriously. So with this little eclectic set of skills, I hop onto my little setup here, which is a low budget little setup. As low budget as you could probably get being a skeleton man in these dark and desolate times. $100 laptop, a cheapy Behringer board that I got used for 90 bucks, an old amp, as well as, well, whatever I could scrounge around or get for free. So the way I make music is to improvise. I sit at the setup, play on one of the instruments for an allotted amount of time that I want to make sure for, and that starts things as my follow track, my base for this sound sandwich. And from there, I start to pile things on. One instrument for me is usually allowed to go crazy as far as going. Well, I try to keep the others pretty simple as to not overcomplicate the sound. As if you overdo things, the instruments clash and sound like a bit of a chaotic mess. It gets distracted and sounds like noise rather than the masterpiece of noise that you want it to be. Unless you want it to be that way. No, you can do whatever you want. That's what I do. Now you may be wondering, Skeleton Man, why do you not know more chords? That is precisely not important and absolutely not a skill issue. I just find it easier to just maximize what I can and get a lot out of a little, you know? I feel like the constraint kind of allows me to get creative in a sense. I only have a couple chords. What all can I do with those chords? You know, that kind of thing. Get creative. But not too creative, because I will make sounds like this. So, like, I'll maybe use two chords, and I'll either play those two chords the whole time and allow the other instruments that I'm personally better at to breathe, or I'll lessen or harshen the strums on my guitar to get a variety of different sounds. I kind of do this on piano too. Stick to certain chords and keys that just seem to sound okay. As for structure, it can really depend on the music as far as what you want to do with the structure. Some enjoy a verse, chorus, verse, chorus, verse, chorus structure, while some use movements where each part is different and kind of moves like a movie, with each movement being an event in the story. Then there's me, where I'll be doing stuff like for like a minute, and then, you know, decide to go for like maybe like 2 minutes, and then go on a long droning drone bender for 9 minutes. Just depends on the given day. And honestly, my ADD brain will just go kind of anywhere. So while this thing is gonna sound really scatterbrained and everything, believe me, this is as fast structured as I'm gonna get with this kind of video. Like, I mean, this is a really streamlined version of this sort of thing, because I can kind of go on tangents about, you know, like influences, why I do X, Y, Z, why I think Swan Speed, you black country grizzly bear is the direction I want to go in. Sorry, got into a tangent there. The main thing I want to express through this crazy notepad document of dialogue is that I'm not an amazing musician. Nope. Not by a long shot. I don't know music theory or how to play many things, but I've been able to somehow poop out 6 albums of music. So if you don't think you can do anything like that, or you don't think you can really just make music because you don't know that many chords, or you don't know how to make a song, just do some research and just play. Make something. I needed a trilogy of soundtracks to sonically express my comic that I'm making. So I just kind of played around with what I knew and went from there. I just make noise. Because noise is half the battle. I'm gonna be honest, I couldn't really figure out a good way to end this. I don't know. I'll get better at time. It's just, you know. Yeah. Anyways, take care, and remember, the door is always open at the Doom Room Bebop.